Let's talk about our actions. Because we also need to relearn how to fight for women. Christians, our task is to proactively create an entirely new framework for relationships. One that upsets the world's categories and frees us to treat one another with the full measure of our God-given dignity and respect. And equally important, for us to be able to receive it. As men, odds are you know how to obsess, lust, pursue, pine after, and pridefully hang on to a woman. But none of those things should ever be confused for what it is to fight for women. Men, we need to learn what it is to battle back both our own dark hearts and the culture's unceasing degradation of femininity and womanhood. First and foremost, that means being for women in the way that they need you to, with no regard for return or their relationship to you. The most vocal for women's rights should be men. Fight for women out of solidarity for the countless women facing untold horrors around this world with no one coming to their aid. Fight to pay it back to your mothers. Fight to pay it forward to those who will likely nurse you through illness and old age. But you see, with the current stigmas between us, anything polite, caring, or chivalrous a man does for a woman is seen as romantic interest or temptation. We are even quickly moving towards a warped world where all touch is seen as sexual touch, all time spent as romantic time. Any interest in a person is just assumed to be amorous. That's messed up. A better theology of relationships is so vitally important to reclaim, one far less divisive and fearful. And I get it. Trust me, I get it. I come from the world of teen pregnancy, particularly the Christian kids. Yes, I have seen scandals rock the communities that I've been a part of and wreck the families of friends of mine. I've seen false accusations ruin the ministries of good men beyond reproach. I've been told that as a man that I can only be at best a distraction and at worst a temptation. That doesn't mean we can't do so much better. Men, as a man, it is your job to get a grip and reject the lies that you are somehow a slave to an uncontrolled sex drive. Stop blaming women for your stumbling. Those are and always have been weak, fearful, and selfish cop-outs, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and intellectually. It's just the Christian version of victim blaming. Look, either a woman's virtue is safe with you or it is not. Alone or in public, single or married, in any manner of dress or undress, in any circumstances whatsoever, are you able to extend the fullness of the brotherhood that God intends for her to experience from Christian men? But you might say, but men are just built a certain way. Well, let me stop you right there, because nothing seems to turn evangelical Christians into evolutionary biologists faster than the perceived limits of a man's character. The idea that men and women cannot be close or alone or cordial without rending their clothes and impregnating is simply ridiculous. And if that is in any way true of you, get it together, brother. And put away the pornography. It kills. And that includes the emotional pornography of rom-coms, novels, and your own savior complexes. Because for the record, if at any point You thought that none of what I've been saying applies to you because, you're doing pretty good. But you look at pornography, you are wrong. The women in that media count. They matter deeply to God. 1 Corinthians 16, 13 through 14. Be watchful, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. Let all that you do be done in love.